We're going live, setting up your meeting. Okay, here we go. What's up, Facebook? Ow, yes. Yes, I'm sitting in front of a green screen. And it's very fitting because tonight we are roasting a man who's super, super green. Really green. Is it up on my page?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, queens. Oh my God. Okay. You guys, listen. Welcome to the roast of Lord Farquaad. I know, it's so good. He's just a little bitch. We just love it. Tonight we have some really good comedians on the show. A lot of them are people you've seen before if you care about me at all and have watched any of my videos. Now, if they don't look familiar to you, you're a bad friend. That's it. That's really all I want to say about that one. Welcome to the roast of Lord Farquaad. Lord Farquaad, I'll give you a little rundown of the movie Shrek, okay? So it starts with this little bitch, she up in a tower, okay? Because her parents don't like her because she has this mythical spell cast upon her where at nighttime, she turns into an evil gremlin-looking green monster, okay? Now, they put her up in this tower and they're like, guess what? Fairy godmother said that Prince Charming could come and rescue you. That's her son, by the way. Spoiler, that he can come rescue you and kiss you and you'll wake up, you'll be in love, you'll transform into a human, okay? Now, a human is what she really wanted to be at the beginning, okay? But then Shrek shows her what love is, okay? He gave her that green D. And I'm not kidding. It's satisfying. He did. And so she ends up falling in love with him. But the man who sent Shrek to go do the quest in a game show kind of fashion was this motherfucker right here. Little midget, little Biggie Smalls, you know, Smalls, emphasis on Smalls. He sends him to go do it because he's a pansy and doesn't want to do anything himself. Plus it would take him like at least double the time to get there because his legs are half the size. Science. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a scientist now. After watching this movie, now today I watched the first 3 movies. So I don't have a fucking life. And I do have a job, but I was all and I was like, you know what you want to do with your day? Research, bitch. Because there's only 2 shows of this left, guys. I gotta warn you, there's only 2 shows left. And I know you're sad. I don't even think we're gonna have like a cast party. What are we gonna do? Do another Zoom meeting? Losers. Yeah. It's gonna be super sad, but I honestly have grown a lot with these people, so much so that I get more comfortable every week just ripping into their assholes like I've always wanted to. So it's a sweet little situation for all of us. We are going to go to gallery view of me and like some of my friends, like no big deal, but I make sure that I have everything set. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Okay, so bam, 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 bam. That's boo. There we go. Hey, this is your cast tonight. They are all beautiful creatures. They're very, very funny. Roxy is the only newbie. The other ones have opened us up before. I love being opened up. We are going to spotlight back to me, guys. This is going to be a really fun show. Really, if you haven't watched this before, you're in for a real treat. Share it underneath you. Just share it. Tell your friends. Annoy the shit out of them. They will love this little gay. They will. So please be sure to share it in groups, whatever you want to do. We want to make the last 2 shows like a bang, okay? So now I'm going to look at the set list because you know what? I always forget stuff. So I don't know who the fuck we're starting with. We're starting with one of my really good friends. I've written better material for her this week. I'm not chiming on her bad parenting anymore. I figured that was like not the thing to do because CPS is really out and about right now. So here we go, Miss Hannah Howard.
Hi. Did I do it? I had my thing pop up. Okay. That's weird. Zoom just told me to unmute myself. I did. Okay. Hi, everyone. Nick, I appreciate your effort at trying to be creative and not just make fun of the fact that I've given birth. How original. I love going first. This is fun. I feel like I got to pick all the fun first jokes that I feel like everybody else is going to make fun of, but I get to say it first. I'm just gonna go in order tonight, y'all. Miles is up next, so I'm going to just give him a little shout out. Miles, he hosts a podcast, kind of like what I do, except his podcast is centered around one topic and is very boring. So I decided to look into it today, and I listened to a little bit, so I just wanted to personally congratulate Miles for finally getting a listener. Good job, Miles, you did it. Also, I need to talk about how Miles' background is Prince Charming. Nick, I just feel like sometimes you choose poorly. Anna, my good friend Anna, she was sad last week because her Backstreet Boys onesie zipper broke and she was stuck in it for hours. Boom, roasted. David Parsons surprised us tonight when he joined our Zoom meeting with a Shrek filter on his face. I'm just here for it. Thank you, David Parsons, for that. He kind of sounds like Shrek too, which I love. David made this event his cover photo, just in case you were wondering how well his comedy career is doing these days. Good job, David. Wes Davis is here again tonight. I've loved getting to know him the past several weeks on this panel. Wes likely has prepared his keynote for tonight. For the love of God, just keep it under 7 minutes. Tom. PJ Evans announced this week that he's beginning to virtually tutor children. You should probably look into some kind of certification, though, before you advertise that. You know what I mean? He wrote on his little poster that he has an MBA, but TJ, MBA doesn't stand for Master of Babysitting. But I am going to call you, though, so I don't care if you have any kind of certification. I know. Yeah, don't care. We have a new friend tonight, Roxy Hayes. I went on her Facebook to look for material, and she did not accept my friend request. So I'm sorry. Oh, that feels good. She does have a like page though, so I went to go take a look at the like page, and on her cover photo, she has written comedian, writer, actress, cosplayer, singer, rapper. And tonight I learned she's also a mother. So fuck me, I guess. That's it. I'm done. Well, you know what? I host a podcast now, so bitch. Please accept my friend request. You would be great on my podcast, Lookie.
I got you.
Okay. Kyle is so divorced.
How divorced is he?
Thanks, Kyle. Kyle is so divorced, he answered our group phone call the other night without a shirt on, pretending to have just recently been laid. We get it, Kyle, but your ex wasn't on the phone call and none of us know her, so that was totally pointless. We're not going to tell her. And then he shows up tonight with his little tiny, sad little man bun. So I guess he's really trying to show off that his 84-year stint is finally over. Good job. We get it. You got laid. I'll tell her, okay? I don't know who your ex is, but I'll find her. Our host is Nick tonight. We've been doing this for a long time, Nicholas, and it's been a fun show. We've only got one left after this. Thank God. I just have one thing to say, Nick. What the fuck is this? Why are you doing this to me?
I did it because I thought you were fragile.
Yeah, Miles is Prince Charming, and I'm Humpty Dumpty. We'll see if I show up next week. We'll see.
Okay, Wes.
We'll see. I might just not show. Okay, so Lord Farquaad is who we're roasting tonight. He's short. His name rhymes with dickwad. He turns down Fiona the ogre, but really he has no business turning anybody down because look at him. But also my girl Fiona would break you. So it's really in your best interest to avoid that. And I didn't write anything else for Lord Farquaad tonight because I started a new job this week. So thank you. So I'm just going to let Wes's PowerPoint teach you everything that you need to know about Lord Farquaad later, because I'm pretty sure he's unemployed. So thanks for this, guys. Have a good night.
Woo! Hannah, I love you. It's funny when you do your sets sober. I understand it, and it's still not as funny, but oh man. Honestly, you guys are like a bunch of ruffians, and I'm just gonna keep introducing castmates from this fucked up children's movie. Next up, we have this looks like a guy who's eaten a lot of sugar. Just a lot of sugar, just a whole bunch of it. It's Miles Francis.
Ooh. So I watched Shrek today, which opens with a montage of an average day in Shrek's life set to the tune All Star by Smash Mouth, which has since been stuck in my head, so I apologize for this in advance. Somebody once asked me to join on Zoom and roast peeps. They're all a bunch of tools, Nick said. They were looking kind of dumb with their backgrounds that are crud, glitching out around their foreheads. Well, these roasts start coming, they won't stop coming, fed up with the shit and ain't nobody watching. Would have made sense to just skip this run. This lame excuse for art makes us all look dumb, but there's nothing to do and nothing to see, so I've got to take these lame bookings. It's COVID, so where are you gonna go? You might die if you see a real show. Hey now, you're a loser, chasing fame, wow, no way. Hey now, you're pathetic, not copacetic and unpaid. All these roast jokes are old. No one here is clever, bright, or bold. I could have stopped there, but this is not a cool place, and each week's less cooler. If you're tired of this now, just wait till my turn's over. There are other comedians here. I beg to differ, judging by the lack of talent in these Zoom Square pictures. The price we pay is having to fake a grin during all the time that Kyle Porter's give in. His words are tired and a bore. I'm not sure if I hate his or David Parsons set more. Hey now, you're a loser, chasing fame, wow, no way. Hey now, you're pathetic, not copacetic and unpaid. All these roast jokes are old. No one here is clever, bright, or bold. All right, I can see this is getting old and tired as well, but I mean,
amazing.
I came this far already, so somebody once asked, should I check out this show or pass? I need to have myself some laughs for Christ's sake. I said, skip, the show is total shit. I shouldn't even be here myself, and I wish these hacks would try telling jokes for a change. Well, these roasts keep coming and they won't stop coming. Fed up with the shit and ain't nobody watching. Would have made sense just to skip this run. This lame excuse for art makes us all look dumb, but there's nothing to do and nothing to see, so I've got to take these lame bookings. It's COVID, so where are you gonna go? You might die if you see a real show. Hey now, you're a loser, chasing fame, wow, no way. Hey now, you're pathetic, not copacetic and unpaid. All these roast jokes are old. No one here is clever, bright, or bold. All right, I really am done now. And if you've ever wondered why Nick Hawk got booted from The Voice, it's because without TV editing, I actually sing better than he does. True story. Nick sounds like he's constantly gargling two gay squirrels, just trying to get a nut. Speaking of trying to get a nut, Anna Barden is here, as always, in case we need a virgin to sacrifice. Honestly, though, I think I would have been really surprised to learn that Anna was a virgin if I had found out before I got to know her personality. But now I totally get it. I actually think Hannah Howard is using Anna to convert Islamic radicals to Christianity. She's just like, could you imagine if you died and had to put up with Anna and 71 other people just like her? That's no heaven I'd want. And while using Anna as a scare tactic, Hannah's actually won more souls for her white Jesus in every Pure Flix movie combined. Even the ones that had a chance of being good because Kyle wasn't in them. Hannah is grateful for quarantine because it prevented groups of people gathering for her intervention. In any other year, Hannah's drinking would be a cry for help, but because it's 2020, somehow that's just considered self-care. So good job, I guess. Only in 2020 can being an alcoholic be your cute Zoom quirk. Way to play the hand you were dealt. And only in Oklahoma can being the guy that used to be funny be your quirk, Wes Corwin. What happened, dude? Like, I used to think you were someone to look up to in comedy. There's a saying I've heard in Texas from time to time since I've moved here that friends don't let friends move to Oklahoma. And you didn't have a single person try to stop you? Come on, man. There's also a street joke I've heard that basically goes, the only reason Texas doesn't separate from the other states is because Oklahoma sucks so hard. That can't be true, though, because Nick Hawk lives in Texas and he sucks way harder and more frequently than Oklahoma does.
Woo!
TJ is back tonight. Not sure how. I guess Nick must have missed your set last week, or maybe he's just trying to give Tom Raised a Bitch some competition for most cringe set. TJ looks like he tied for third with Anna Barden in a Shrek lookalike contest. He lost to her in a tiebreaker of who had the smelliest fart. David Parsons also entered the contest, but as an actual real-life ogre, he was disqualified. David's becoming the king of Dallas online comedy, but both his crown and his waistline come from Burger King. We also have Roxy Hayes here tonight. I saw Roxy headline the Plano Comedy Festival this year, and she did this really fun thing where instead of being funny, she just did a really shitty job of playing her ukulele. So, Roxy, if you tell jokes as well as you play music, you're going to fit right in with the rest of these comedians. Roxy also does cosplay, and she actually did win a lookalike contest, but not as Shrek. She looks like whatever you call the babies that Donkey and the Dragon make. Roxy changes her hairstyle a lot, but like no matter what style she goes with, it's always the look of like some creature died on her head in an unusual way. Like, I'm a big fan of the electrified chipmunk with the bushy tail. That's my favorite. And speaking of small creatures, it brings us to the tiny little man of the hour, Lord Farquaad. Honestly, though, I'm not really going to dump on Lord Farquaad too much. I mean, he was given the name Farquaad. He was beat up by a girl and he was eaten by a dragon. I mean, the dude was a douche, but he kind of got his, right? I want to talk about somebody way, way more sinister. I want to talk about Mark Zuckerberg because I think it's pretty blatantly obvious that he stole something from this movie, y'all. Like, do you not see this logo right here? And I want to give y'all some facts to back up this theory because this Facebook logo is everywhere in the movie. Mark Zuckerberg was born in 1984. He would have still been 16 years old when Shrek released in theaters. And I know you're probably thinking a 16-year-old isn't going to go see Shrek, but you've got to keep in mind Zuckerberg grew up on the Mike Myers as Austin Powers era movies, and he's the type of dude brawl that would go see Shrek just because Michael Myers was in it. He sees the logo in the movie, and just 3 years later, he launches his billion-dollar idea across college campuses everywhere, biding his time for Shrek series to lose steam with repetitive sequels so people forget about Farquaad and only associate that blue F with a completely different fuckwad, Mark Zuckerberg himself.
Ooh.
And I'm sorry, Nick, if I get us flagged by Facebook for this, but the truth needed to be heard, my friend. So back to you.
Oh my God, please, Facebook. I had nothing to do with that. I didn't promote it. This is his, it's open to interpretation. We own none of the rights to Facebook. We own none of them. You say that when you don't want things to be canceled. So I own none of the rights to anything. I just want to let you know, Miles, that was a wonderful dissertation. You took a book, Wes's bed. It's crazy. I love it so much. Guys, we're going to keep the laughs going. This person always seems to tickle my funny bone. She was left by her dad, but he's an asshole. You know why? Because I'd never leave her, and I don't even like pussy. Okay.
Oh,
Except,
sweet.
except Kyle Porter as Puss in Boots. I would slay. But here we go. This is the lovely Anna Barden.
Hello, everybody. I have my sweater on. Thank you. Let's begin. TJ Evans. You know, a lot of people have given me a hard time for reading my diary on the internet, but I'm confused because TJ literally posts diary entries about him being a stepdad every single day, right there on his Facebook. So, where's the shame for him? Congrats on having someone who taught you how to be a caring father, TJ. Rubbing it on our face. Also, I just learned that TJ has an MBA, but the way I learned this was through a flyer that he made for a Facebook thing. So, it's just really cute. Okay. Hannah Howard is here. Hannah is no longer unemployed, you guys. So give it up.
Woo.
Yeah. And that's really good news for her because it means that she no longer has to do Shrek themed porn on the side. And you know, Hannah didn't even audition for her role. The director just chose her because he knew that she would turn into an ogre after sunset. No one could beat that, you know. Speaking of people who have definitely watched Shrek porn, Miles Francis is here. Miles, congratulations on having the same hairdresser as Lord Farquaad. I know it must have been really hard to book, but you did it. I wanted to write a really mean roast for you this week, but I think Nick kind of nailed it last week when he accidentally called you Kyle's. So that's all I have for you. Kyle Porter. Just when I thought I was the sloppiest person on this panel, Kyle Porter showed up naked to our tech rehearsal last night.
Yeah.
Then he informed us that he was walking naked through someone else's house and not even his own. He didn't tell us whose house, but if I had to put money on it, I would say, Tom, rise and bitch. Tom, if you're watching, which we know you are, go ahead and confirm in the comments. Thank you. Kyle's background tonight is Puss in Boots, which was really kind of Nick because he knows it's the closest he will ever get to another puss. But truly, I don't know why Kyle's background is Puss in Boots because he's identical to Rumpelstiltskin in the 4th Shrek movie. Just wait till he comes on screen. He has a little dainty bun. It's really cute. Okay. Nick Hawk, you know, I realized this roast isn't going to make sense because you don't have the Prince Charming background. I thought you had given it to yourself, but apparently not. So anyway, I'm going to read it as if you do have that. Nick's background is Prince Charming tonight, which doesn't make any sense. Actually, I take it back. Nick could totally be a prince, but only in the Shrek universe. But in this universe that we're in, Nick is nothing but a chorus member in Shrek the Musical. Kyle Porter, same roast. Add that to your resume. Roxy Hayes is here. Like Hannah, I couldn't do much personal research on Roxy because she won't approve my friend request. Sorry. It's fine. I also saw Roxy perform at the Plano Comedy Festival with her ukulele. And after that performance by Miles a minute ago, I think that you guys should really team up.
No.
I can say also that Roxy went viral on Twitter recently for tweeting something about how the dad fish and Finding Nemo could get it. I don't really have a roast for that, other than it's just a weird thing to say about Wes Corwin.
Oh, shit.
Wes Corwin actually showed up tonight, which is something he's never done in his marriage. You know, Wes was the only Plano Comedy Festival promoter that did not share a link to the donation page for the festival next year. But that's fine. He's probably just going to ask his parents to fund it again next year anyway.
Oh, thank God.
Hashtag Planoing. It's okay. I'm a Plano native. I know how it works. Okay, David Parsons is here. Audience, if you are watching right now and you feel like you want to leave, don't. Because last time David Parsons was on, his best jokes happened when we were advertising where to send us money. So, I think I've mentioned this before. I actually studied abroad in London. Thank you. And while I was there, I met Shrek. So, David, it was really nice to meet up with you. Shrek's Big Adventure 2015. Okay. David is actually like the nicest lawyer I've ever met, and that's how I know he's poor. I'm just kidding. I doubt that David is poor because look how good his haircut looks. Okay, now I'm gonna move on to Lord Farquaad. I think I got to everybody else. I had completely forgotten that this bitch got eaten at his own wedding, but I guess that's more than Hannah Howard can say. Lord Farquaad is the son of Grumpy and Princess P, I found out today, which makes him and Wes Corwin brothers. So, do you guys know that Lord Farquaad gets an erection in the movie? And so did Kyle when he saw it in theater. At one point, Lord Farquaad tortures a gingerbread cookie, but I get it. I also can't have gluten. Sometimes we just lose control. Farquaad has major daddy issues, which is the only explanation as to why he picked the princess who had been locked away in a tower by her parents since she was like 5. Sad. But something really disgusting that happens is apparently his dad, Grumpy, you know, one of Snow White's lovers. Snow White was another one of the princesses he had to choose from on that like reality TV game show thingy, remember? Mm-hmm. But I guess, thanks. I guess he didn't want to be Eskimo Brothers with his deadbeat dad, unlike Nick Hawk. Okay. I don't know why that one took me 6 minutes to get out, but okay. I really do relate to this movie because everyone's parents just gave them up. If they didn't, they were banished to a swamp where they were also unwanted. So relatable for me. But my favorite thing is that after Farquaad died, the kingdom was just abandoned completely. And the same thing is probably going to happen to Nick once this series of roast is over after next week. So anyway, it's been really fun. Thank you. That's my set for tonight.
I hope you die. I mean that in the sweetest way. I was just going to compliment you on the fact that you, I like it when you roast your dad harder than us. I like that. That's nice. Mr. Barden.
Careful, because he might be watching. He might be creeping.
Are you watching? Oh, you're finally watching your daughter? It's about fucking time, sir. It's about fucking time. I'll say the same thing I said to Wes Davis. She is a beautiful creature. How dare you? God damn it. Wes Davis, I hope you're watching because if you aren't watching, I think you might have killed yourself. Pretty hard. Please don't kill yourself. If you need to talk to somebody, please talk to someone. Next up, we are going to go to this beautiful creature. He's so funny. David Parsons. Oh, God. Sorry. They just look identical. Crazy.
Oh man. So yeah, I thought I'd put the Shrek filter on because, you know, the obvious comparison is there. I mean, I'm handsome, I'm tall, I'm from the United Kingdom, I have a cultured accent. Anyway, on with the roasting. Howard also transforms into an ogress at night, but in her case, it's after the third box of cheap wine. She hosts a podcast, if you hadn't heard. And Hannah's husband sympathizes with Lord Farquaad as he's regularly swallowed by a fire-breathing dragon as well. In case you always wondered what happened to Farquaad, the runtiest ogre twin, meet Miles Francis. Got a bit of a haircut. I loved his set. I think you should sing all of your comedy sets to Smash Mouth. It would be a vast improvement on what you put out at the moment. And there's a strange link actually between Miles and Shrek. One of Mike Miles's other roles was in The Love Guru, and Miles had a role as Vern Troyer's body double for the sex scenes. And Shrek it's a sprawling, complicated movie. It's got more characters in it than Miles has weed jokes in his comedy sets. So there you go. Okay, Anna Barden. I mean, look, the low-hanging fruit here would be the daddy issues. But I'm not going to go there because at least Anna's father didn't try to eat her like Shrek's did. He just wandered off in the middle of the night. And thank you for that piece of information. I wondered who that girl was in London in 2015 who turned into an ogre when all the beer wore off. And there's comparisons between Anna and another one of the characters. She's a bit like Gingy the gingerbread man because she's often legless by the end of the show.
Mm-hmm.
What have we got? Wes Corwin. I think Wes might have been a little triggered by watching this movie because it involves a graphic scene of ginger torture. I mean, nobody likes being waterboarded. And I didn't know Wes was in Oklahoma. I mean, do they have a funniest comic competition you could enter? Because Wes was the funniest comedian in Texas in 2018. And my filter is actually a tribute to Wes's quest for diversity on this panel. I'm the first green person you've had on here, so love that I'm helping a little with the diversity there. I confess I didn't have time to look up the two new folk too terribly much. I just sent Roxy Hayes a friend request so I could claim that as an excuse for not having roasted her. You didn't accept mine either, but it's okay. It only went 30 seconds ago. And all I can say about TJ is he looks like he knows the Muffin Man too. Very, very well. Carl Porter. I think I've used up all my great Carl Porter jokes. I'd just say that he looks like he's trying to be Lord Farquaad tonight. He's a little bit taller, but he's got that classy hairstyle and that sort of bare-chested good looks. And have you heard from the Emmys yet? Because I know you were nominated to be nominated for an Emmy. Has that come through yet? I don't know. No. Okay. Nick Hawk, our wonderful host. He loves Lord Farquaad because he's just very into waist height guys. Sort of perfect. We were like kind of flat head so he can rest his drink on the top as well. And he would never evict fairy tale creatures from his swamp. So that he's got that going for him. You said at the start you were going to rip into our assholes tonight. You can rip into my asshole anytime you want, my friend.
Yes.
Hey.
All right, on to the main event, Lord Farquaad. I was half tempted to mount a mono-style defense of him because, he's obviously a Brit. He's obviously got some culture. I respect the monarchy. But honestly, I hate short guys. I really do. And I mean, I'm talking really short guys. All of y'all are a little bit short compared to me. I'm 6'8", but short guys are just the fucking worst. In college, I worked as a bouncer for a little bit. I was a little trimmer, a little bit more well-muscled than I am now, gone to sea a little bit. But the short guys were always the worst. They were the worst to work with as other bouncers because they were always up for a fight. And they were the worst to throw out of a club because they always wanted to beat somebody up. It's just like, always got something to prove. When you got big guys, they got nothing to prove. You know, we've got, you know, we have the height. And I just like, every time I see a short guy, I'm like, what the fuck is that little asshole gonna do? I mean, it's just, I've never met a pleasant short fella. And there's clearly some sexual inadequacy going on here. I mean, he's overcompensating greatly. Miles Francis can relate to that. And you know, I don't know. He just, yeah. The complicated daddy issues, being the offspring of Grumpy from the Seven Dwarfs and the Princess with the P. I mean, it looks like the perfect combination to be a member of the royal family. And I think if he hadn't got on in, you know, the land that he was trying to get on in, he could have probably been a candidate to marry one of the worst-looking members of the British royal family. I think he'd have fit quite well in there. But anyway, I love doing this. Thanks for having me back. You've been fantastic as always. And please, I haven't had any full-on like David looks like Shrek roasting yet. So please, bring it on. I mean, I put the green face on for it. I'm kind of expecting it. So, you know, do your worst, folks. Cheers.
David, way to disappoint me. I thought it was gonna be good. I was like, I would have on anyone, I would have banked that yours was gonna be the best. Also, I feel like you were given misinformation because he's clearly from Ireland, you illiterate fuck. I don't know if you know
Scotland?
I believe.
Yeah, that's not a Brit. Is that a Brit?
Yeah, well, part of it.
It's
Okay,
United
interesting.
Kingdom.
They're all a part of it, but not Americans. I love that. That's so nice. We came over from there and stole the Native Americans' land. Okay, this is what we get. This is crazy. I'm just gonna say tonight, honestly, I'm just cherishing every minute of this. Okay, I'm just like, because it's gonna be over soon, and I'm not gonna have friends, as everyone has attested to. Everyone's gonna leave and not support me after this. I don't know who said that, but I hope you burn in fucking hell. You know that. I'm sorry, that was aggressive. I'm an aggressive top like that. We are going to introduce this next beautiful creature. He can't tell a lie, or can he? Wes Corwin.
Thank you. That's my intro. I'm glad that's how I go. Nick, I want to tell you, very, very glad that you clearly, the show has been improving. It took you 10 weeks out of this 11-week show run to book non-white comics on two shows in a row. It's great. You're gay, you're smiling, you're possibly racist. You're like if Milo Yiannopoulos was bad at singing. It's great. It's just wonderful.
Ooh.
I will say, Nick, I appreciate the fact that over the course of this show, you've been open to notes and you've sought criticism for things like the talent you're booking or the Facebook header image, which you nailed this week. It took you 10 tries, but it looks great. We could have been doing that the whole time, but you did it right this time and hopefully next time. And then that's the end of the show. Since you're open to criticism about how to improve the show, this is the very last note I have. We only have 1 week left to improve. Last note I have, Nick, either let someone else close the show or write fucking jokes, Nick. Watching the show get better week to week and close with your set is like watching Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, but ending with the scene where the mom sings. Or watching Shrek and ending with the scene where the donkey is violently penetrated by the dragon. No one enjoys it, especially while Nick Hawk clearly enjoys it too much. What I'm saying, Nick, is comedian Nick Hawk is the musician Nick Hawk of comedy. And I do really... Anyway, I'll try to keep it under 7 this time. Sorry. Lord Farquaad is kind of a Nazi. He's a dude that wants to eliminate all gross fairy tale creatures in his kingdom and just have beautiful humans, which, I mean, humans are ugly. Humans are much uglier. Case in point, Miles Francis. Miles Francis has blonde hair, blue eyes, and if Hitler ever saw a picture of him, he'd try to get back into art school. Like, that's it. I tried to put Miles Francis's face into a celebrity lookalike generator because I wanted confirmation that he looked like a Chris Farley gremlin or an elf version of Steve Zahn. And instead on the screen, it just said 503 error, something has gone wrong. And I'd like to think it was a message from God recognizing his mistake. David Parsons looks like Shrek, and I wrote that joke before he came into the Zoom. I just want to make that clear. I just want to say, Go to his Facebook page, pull up his profile picture, and compare it to a picture of Shrek. And if you can find the 5 differences, you're fucking lying. That's. I can't spend too much time making fun of David's appearance because we're both very big people and we're translucently white. I will say, in the displaced comedians group, I saw David getting into a very brief, very polite argument with someone who accused a festival we both performed on of not being diverse enough. And I will say, David Parsons' idea of a diversity showcase is a show featuring all lawyer comics. Damn it! I was going to nail it. Fuck. Hannah Howard, I am super happy for you that you found a full-time job in the pandemic. Congrats, that's so good. I didn't know you were looking for work. I always just assumed you were subsisting on pyramid scheme smoothies and alcohol. I just assumed that's how you live. I just assumed you were drinking It Works smoothies and eating Mary Kay skin cream this whole time. I just thought that's how you lived. I'm glad you and Clint are in a position where you're both putting food on the table and then you can sweep off the table that food so that your children may subsist on the scraps. That's so good for you. The longer I've written for this show, the more I imagine that your kids look like characters from Oliver Twist, and I want you to know it's made your sets more entertaining for me, and I'm happy about that. TJ, I've gotten addicted since last week to your Girl Dad #GirlDad blog that you put on your Facebook post. If you haven't been keeping track of it, it's magnificent. TJ's daughter has gone from possibly executing violence and developing sociopathic tendencies to now she's just accusing him of wild shit, like on a Zoom, like saying that they were drinking wine and saying that they leave her alone. I'm saying that the relationship they have is mirroring. I don't know if any of you guys saw the Invisible Man movie that came out this year, but it's a lot like that. And if I know what happens next, she's going to make an entire techno suit that turns her invisible, and then the story is going to go on 40 minutes too long. So TJ, get out of there while you can. Get out of that situation. Anna Barden, this is a behind the scenes thing. I will try to be quick, but honestly, the first week when I did that joke where I couldn't write something for Hannah Howard, I wasn't sure whether to make that joke about her or you, and I flipped a coin, and I really regret it now because I still have Hannah Howard material, and much like your dad, I'm really tired of thinking about you, and after 11 weeks, I don't want to see you. Carl Porter went really hard on me last week and accused other people of not going hard on me enough. And I was like, I wonder what's going on with him. And then I checked his Facebook page and his wall. I saw a happy birthday post to his brother, and then a post about this roast show, and then another post about this roast show, and then a third post about this roast show, and then a happy birthday post to his mom. And I hope you're doing well, Kyle. That's all. I was going to watch Ivy and Mistletoe, and then I didn't want to. So I decided to watch the trailer. It felt like a Tim and Eric parody of a Lifetime movie, and I never saw Kyle's face once. 2 thumbs up, 5 stars. Really good. Really excellent. Roxy Hayes, I will say I was Facebook friends with her, and about halfway through the show, she unfriended me. So thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. Really happy about that. Now, Roxy is probably one of the few people that I've gotten to do multiple shows with in multiple states. We both performed at Memphis Comedy Festival. We've both been in San Antonio and stuff. We all got booked to do 7 minutes of roast jokes. So I'm super excited to see Roxy do 15 minutes, ask how much time she's done, and then do 7 more minutes. I can't wait. It's gonna be great. Roxy, I love you. I love your comedy. I've booked you to headline 2 different festival events, and every year I have to explain to my parents what sexual positions you were talking about in your set and why so many people like you on social media. And that one is much harder to explain than the first one. So I will say, I have one thing I've missed. It's been so fun hanging out with comics in this Zoom environment. One thing I've missed is the drama that comes up, and it's crazy that there's still some comedy drama. Like, I don't know if you heard about it, but there was this show in Houston where somebody left a super negative review on the show because one of the comics on the show apparently accused white people of being like, oh man, all these white people are racist. And I'm not saying that I wasn't racist when I read that and was like, oh, I bet that was Roxy. But I was correct. I was correct. And now we move on to the final comic of the show. That was the fucking guy. Lord Farquaad is, I just fucking don't like him. Lord Farquaad is so short, he needs a ladder to ask if you up. You know what I mean?
Nah.
Farquaad looks like every road comic that coasts on one TV credit and makes women uncomfortable, like every road comic coasting on one TV credit. He feels like the kind of guy that tells women to smile more so we can neg on them for their teeth not being straight enough. You know what I mean? When you're voiced by John Lithgow, you have a bob cut, and the creepiest thing about you is your behavior and personality. Work on yourself. Fucking figure it out. Start putting it together. Lord Farquaad seems like the kind of guy who asks for your measurements and then calls you a bitch when you ask what his hobbies are. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I will say, we talked about it a little bit. At the end of the film, at his own wedding, Farquaad gets eaten. He gets devoured by the dragon, Donkey's girlfriend. And that's the only time in his life he's ever been inside someone else. And that's my set. I have a job. I just commit myself to comedy. That's how I write these jokes, guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Oh, Wes, I'm gonna be honest. Your first joke about me hurt my feelings really bad.
I love you. I love you. I love you.
I know you do. So, but I will let you know that like most weeks, it's harder for me to write jokes about you, but that little sample you gave me helped me write 2 new jokes in the middle of your set. So I can't wait. It's gonna be so good at the end. You're gonna love it. It's not garbage. I swear to God. I'm fine. Okay, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to this big old bag of shit. It's not a racist comment. I just want to say that right now. TJ Evans.
What's going on, everybody? How we doing? Great to be back. Thank you for having me. Yeah, so let's get straight into the movie. Didn't bother rewatching this bullshit. My point of view is the same as it was the last time I watched it when I was 12. Fiona, sweetheart, baby. This motherfucker Farquaad literally comes up to your nipples. If you don't beat the fuck out of Strawberry Shortcake's uncle, okay? This don't make no fucking sense. I hate to see women in predicaments like this, especially when this looks like Shaq telling Danny DeVito, "Nah, I don't want to box." Like, this is ridiculous. But I had to give similar advice to my brother-in-law's girlfriend, all right? Because he thought, just like Lord Farquaad, he could talk to her any kind of way. Thought he could cheat on her, put his hands on her, whatever. Till one day, she caught his ass while he was taking the shit and beat the fuck out of him. Like, literally beat the shit out of him. And you would think that your booty cheeks would clench when you're getting attacked on the toilet, but no, complete opposite. But I kid you not, next time I seen him, he had a black wedding ring and a black eye to match, okay? So ladies, the shit, hey, this is for you. Hannah, this is not for you, all right? This message is for Clint, okay? Because we know who's doing the domestic violence in that house, all right? Hey, Clint, if you can hear me, dog, I got you, brother. Yeah, and Nick, thank you again, man, for having me back, for bringing me on as your affirmative action hire. Truly appreciate it. If you guys actually will take a look at my background here, you'll see that this isn't the first time that, well, this is actually something that Nick created. You'll see this isn't the first time that a white man gave a black man a mule. But Nick, where's my 40 acres? I need my 40, okay? I got my ass, but I need my 40. But I will settle for Roxy's ass and a 40 ounce of Colt 45. It's delicious. The ass, not the, anyway. Let's see, let's get straight into it. Let's get to the potatoes. And what I mean by the potatoes, I mean this spud-built motherfucking Miles. Miles, dog, you look like you lost your virginity at a Lord of the Rings premiere to a guy in a Gollum cosplay. He grabbed your ass and said, "My precious." Wes was actually at that same premiere too, dressed as a preteen, what's his name, Gandalf? Black people don't watch that movie, man, so I couldn't get the name right. Wes, you look like Chuck Norris if he was homeless. Nick, I wish you would come back so people could see that hairdo. With that hairdo, you look like Gumby with Michael Jackson disease. Hannah, you are built like a wine growler. You got all them big old bottles you get wine in and shit. I bet your blood type is Stella Rose Peach. Roxy, you cute. COVID is using Anna's vagina as a secret hideout. But because of the pubic hair, it's more like a tree fort. Speaking of poisoned vaginas, David is actually wearing a toupee that's made out of Cruella de Vil's pussy hair. Nick, my guy, you were on The Voice. You were. That was stupid. Singing is not your lane, my dog. It's not. Singing is not your lane. You could easily be The Voice or Marlboro Red cigarettes. That's fine. I liked it. Let's see. David, you look like you got, I mean, this is before I heard your accent. I want you to know. This is just going off of appearances alone. You look like you got a Trump tramp stamp. Kyle was baptized face down, ass up. Miles was the first baby to survive a morning after pill. I guess Plan B had a Plan B. No, you look like a teenage fetus. Like you look like, I'm not gonna lie to you, you look like a Rosie O'Donnell miscarriage. Speaking of white women built like mozzarella cheese balls, Hannah, you Karen built motherfucker you. I bet at night you listen to soundscapes of Black people being evicted from their homes.
Oh my God.
Roxy, boo. Those two X's in your name, I hope they stand for kisses, because that's exactly how many kisses I'm gonna give your mom when you introduce me to your parents for the first time.
What are you doing?
It's the double cheek kiss. Double cheek kiss.
These are not jokes.
Don't worry about it. Anna is what you get when Little Orphan Annie busts it wide open for a Garfield the cat. Wes is what you get if Little Orphan Annie busted it wide open for Larry Bird.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was good. That was so good.
Kyle is what you get if Little Orphan Annie busted wide open for the Lucky Charms man. He'd be like, "I'm magically delicious, bitch." Anyway, let's get to the picture segment of my presentation here. Because I've seen some of y'all got new profile pics, so I wanted to go ahead and pull them up, see if everybody saw them. This is Anna. Anna, same strong ass face. And them steroids you taking are not helping. Let's see here. David. It's you. David looked like he about to say, "David's been a naughty boy." Hannah, I didn't need to pull up a picture for you. Nick beat me to it. Humpty Dumpty's in your background. You look hard boiled. All right. Kyle, I did have a picture for you. I looked up Immersion Theater. I didn't know what it was until I found a picture of a bunch of dudes and literally in their underwear. And I was like, oh, this is definitely Kyle. At least that's what he tells his parents, but it looked like a boys' night in. Roxy, I see your new profile picture. I'm kidding. That's just how I look at you.
You're a father.
And oh shit, it's Nick. Oh shit, Nick, didn't mean to put you on the screen. This is,
Oh my God.
Wes, I got your new profile picture, but you're so damn tall I had to turn this shit sideways. Let's see, let me go and get myself back right. Anyway, back to what I was saying. No, don't do that. Don't do that. It makes it seem like an awkward. Back to it. Fox News would use David, Wes, Miles to make QAnon look like they got diversity. Roxy, I would drink your urine to see if it was sweet or not, just so you know if you have diabetes. Don't look at me like that. That's love, baby. That's love. Hey, Hannah, good news. I found your dad. It's David. This is not a roast. It's a reunion. It's kind of fucked up that your own daddy treated you like a redheaded stepchild. But speaking of Big Bird's redheaded stepchildren, Wes. Wes with that voice, dog, you sound like you masturbate to calculus books. Look at that parabola. David, your old ass, you pick up hoes at the senior living. He fucked Kyle's Gam twice. Hey, David looked like his old ass. He looked like your idea of a good night is popping a multivitamin and sweating. Woo! Miles, you look like the Tiger King is your spirit animal. Nick, you snort so much coke. Your boogers are on the corner right now, giving out blowjobs for another hit. Nick, you little heroin addict, you. Nick, you beat your dick to reruns of that show Intervention.
Oh shit.
Nick has had a 5-year engagement. That's not a joke yet. But either y'all wasn't ready or your fiance has just really been trying to tell you for almost a decade now that, bro, I'm not gay. Your fiance got engaged to you like he lost the bet. But to be real with you, this is the kind of shit us men do. Okay, we do this when the head is too good to leave. So, hey, Nick, good job, man. Proud of you. Lastly, Roxy, like Harriet Tubman, you are a strong Black woman. I will let you lead me to freedom, if freedom is your pussy. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. That's my time.
DJ. Jesus Christ. Wow.
Hey, it was way better than last week. Last week was woo. I didn't know how hard y'all would be going. I know that.
You know what's funny is I invited Roxy on the show just to be sexually harassed. So
hey, Roxy, my number is 317. Oh, never mind. You're not writing it.
Just send it in the chat on here so we can all send you inappropriate things. Yeah. You really don't. TJ, I got
He really said it.
Viewers, just so you know, it's 317-9417. He said, please message him. Okay, that's what he said. He didn't say please Roxy, which is not another count of sexual assault. So that's sweet. TJ, I just want to let you know I got something for that ass.
Okay.
So, you guys are bastards. I just was gonna say earlier, I was having just such a good time on the show, such good positive vibes. But then tonight, I don't know if it's because I'm a Cancer, I'm a Scorpio rising with a Pisces moon, but all my water signs are adding up, and I'm getting really emotional about this tonight and digging into me harder than you did about Anna's father, which is quite the task. That took multiple weeks. You did this all in one show. I'm gonna let you guys know that tonight we have a very special guest. This is someone that honestly, they got suggested to me, and I just want to let you guys know she accepted my friend request pretty fast. So I got really good material because of that. But I didn't want to roast her so hard because honestly, she looks like a girl that I would fuck with. Now, I'm not hard. I would fuck with like socially.
Yes, let's be friends.
So you guys know, yeah, because Wes, I don't know if you heard that, but I think that proves that I'm not a racist. Next up, we have a delicious treat. I can't wait to see her comedy because I've heard great things about it, and maybe she can stretch out all those other people's sets that were super fucking short. You want to talk about it? Here we go. Roxy Hayes.
Okay. Well, first, before I do any jokes, I just want to address some things. I am in Facebook jail. I've been in Facebook jail for like a couple weeks. I'm gonna be in there for a month. So I just accepted everybody's friend request. I did feel like shit because they were all just sitting there. So I felt really bad about that. Also, I did not know that we were supposed to be mean to each other. So I wrote like no jokes about anybody. But this whole time I've been writing shit. So y'all fuckers are getting it. Hold on. And they're all out of order. Number one, I didn't know I was going to come on here and have white people be mean to me. If I wanted that, I would just go outside. I live in Texas. Number two, and I really don't want to be mean to you guys because I feel like judging by your faces, life has been mean enough. And I mean that as a collective. All right, boom, roasted. Kyle, having Puss in Boots in your background is the closest that you've probably ever gotten to some pussy. Nick, you're sweeter than the cookie in your background. Please, everyone, send TJ some money on Cash App so he can purchase a comb. Also, by TJ's name, I just wrote no in all caps. I don't want to roll. Y'all made me do this. I did not know that's what we're doing. Okay. Also, I wrote TJ, your flirtation attempts are coming up a little short, like Lord Farquaad. Anna, I didn't know we could have ourselves as our backgrounds. I'm sorry somebody else said that, but I already wrote it down, so I'm gonna read it. Also, I don't really believe that. I'm so sorry. You're so pretty, but I had to write mean jokes. All right. Open the inside. Wes, you and Pinocchio have the same eyes. Boom, roasted. David, your set was as interesting as Shrek 4. Also, you look like Shrek, but the difference is I would actually probably fuck Shrek before I fucked you. Kyle, you also look like a villain. Sorry, Kyle, you look like a villain in every early 2000s CW show. And Miles asked the question in the chat, where does TJ rank? It goes Shrek, then David, then Gingy, and then TJ. Okay. Gingy looks like he could fuck. Especially when he gets big like that. Because if the dick grows in it, that's neither here nor there. And I definitely did write that tweet about fucking Nemo's dad. And if you can't tell about the Shrek jokes, I meant that shit. Okay. Wes Corin looks like he was born in the year Shrek was supposed to have taken place and he just didn't die. Inside page. Oh, boom, roasted. I'm sorry. What else? Oh, Miles. Here we go. Inside of this paper. Where are you at? Miles' singing was as flat as Farquaad's hair. I'll take that one. And then Miles looks like Humpty Dumpty and Prince Charming adopted an ugly baby. I also tried to Google y'all during this show, but none of you came up. Harder in life. Now, wait, is that everybody? Oh, wait, I wrote this joke, but I don't know y'all either, so I wasn't sure. Did y'all say Anna or Hannah doesn't have a father?
That's me, Anna.
Anna, okay. I was like, I didn't really write anything for Anna. Like, well, no, sorry. I didn't really do anything for Anna, just like her father, apparently. I'm so sorry. That's not nice. Why'd y'all make me do that? I didn't know. I thought we were just gonna insult a cartoon. Okay. Which I also did prepare for. How much time do I have? I'm laughing because Wes already told y'all I was gonna do that, and I already was planning on doing it. You ruined the surprise at how I'm always unprepared. Okay. Lord Farquaad has a press and curl. What? Wait. Lord Farquaad has a press and curl made from the Soul Glow Kingdom. And my mama had that wig in 72. Wait, there's more jokes on here. No. Lord Farquaad. Oh, I also would fuck Lord Farquaad before TJ. So let me read through it. It goes, because he has money. He has money. Off top. So if we're going on a list, in fact, I'm going to go through the list. I'm going through the list, including everyone on the panel, including the people that I know don't want to have sex with me. Okay, so boom, here we go. We're gonna go. Let me scroll through. So first, Prince Charming's broke. So first, Lord Farquaad, because he has the bread. Then it would be Prince Charming because I'm fucking off looks. Also, I would like to say I don't fuck white men, and that's all that's here except for TJ. So ill, but I'm gonna do it for the sake of this joke. So it is Lord Farquaad, Prince Charming, then Anna and Hannah simultaneously, because why not? Also, wait, I had a joke for Hannah. I'm sorry, Hannah. Hannah looks like the dragon if Donkey left her and made her a single mom. I'm so sorry.
Oh.
I didn't want to do this. Then Gingy, then Puss because of the accent. Then probably Kyle. I don't know. Then Wes. No, Wes is somewhere in the middle because he runs a lot of festivals and I think his parents have money. So he's also somewhere in there. Then David, but you can't look at me. You just have to talk. Then Miles, if he promises not to sing. I'm sorry. Nick is up there between Hannah and Anna and the rich people because I also think Nick might have some money because it looks like he used a pomade on that shit. And I know pomade is very expensive. And then Miles, and then TJ because of the pee thing. And I feel like if you'll drink my pee, you've drunk pee before. And I think your breath stinks. And then Donkey. Oh, no, Donkey got that donkey dick. So he's also up there somewhere. I should have wrote this list down. But there we go. How much time do I have?
You go as long as you want because you can eat up all those other white people's time they didn't take.
Yeah, white people not doing what you're supposed to. That's new. Sight. All right. So, I wrote some other little jokes. Not TJ, I probably fucked. Do you have money though? Is TJ broke? Can somebody tell me? Because I don't trust him. He's broke.
As hell.
Oh no, then no, we're good. We're good there.
But I'm not white.
No. But you what?
But I'm not white.
Yeah, but like the blackness puts you above the whiteness, but the broke just brings you all the way down. I'm looking at you and I feel like you don't have, see, I gotta scroll back. I'm just looking at you. I feel like you don't have any skills. I feel like you don't fix things. You look like you eat but don't cook. So like you just will be serving no purpose.
I cook tonight.
But I'm gonna call you.
Yes.
On Cash App because I can put your number in and send a request. So that's what I'll be doing to you later. Okay, what else? Oh, I put that Lord Farquaad got a shake and go wig on. I'm going through this paper. I think that's it. But let me get my fucking ukulele since Miles was talking all that shit. Hold on real quick. I'm sorry, y'all. It wasn't here. But just hold on. I'm gonna get it real quick. I'm getting it. Yeah. It was in my room. Yeah. Okay. So the joke was that you can insult white people and then play the ukulele because white people like the ukulele. And so you can just say really mean things to them. But if you play the ukulele, it's like a white people calmer. Let me stop before I get some more Facebook reviews. That all the way was me, Wes. Like for real. That was also not a joke. I walked. That's another story. I'll tell you about that later. But anyway, so do white people like Jason Mraz better than they like the song Riptide? Like which one? Because I only know like 4 chords. So those are the only. You either getting Riptide or you could get Jason Mraz.
Riptide all day.
Ooh,
okay.
Wait, who's the whiter person?
Hard to
Out
tell.
of Nick and Kyle.
Well, Kyle's way whiter.
I live in Atlanta though.
I've at least fucked a black guy.
Okay, Kyle.
He has fucked a black guy. He definitely has fucked a black guy.
Oh, you're in Atlanta, yeah. Damn.
Yeah, that's
okay.
what I'm saying.
So Riptide. Okay. But Miles, I'm gonna play Riptide, but I want you to sing some more mean lyrics about how we're all wasting our life because it's very true.
Oh. Do you have a secret verse? Do you have an extra verse?
I did not prepare for an encore.
Well, damn it, Miles, what'd you come here for? And not be prepared.
I went second, so I'm like, oh cool, I can get real drunk and high as soon as I'm done.
Why you no? I'll try. I was playing too fast. White people, look at you. improv, bro.
Well done.
I kind of sort of do stand up. All right, and I can do play date. I'm eating up this time as per Nick's request.
Woo!
Would y'all like play date?
Sure.
Hit it.
Miles was right. I was so mad because I was like, I'm gonna show them all, and I also am high. So Miles, you'll be the first white person I ever tell this to. You were right. It's the first time in history a white person's been right. Let me see who else I can roast before I go. I think I've said enough mean things. I really don't like being mean. I feel kind of bad, but not as bad as all your parents when they try to tell their friends what you do. Like, my baby gets on Zoom and talk about cartoons. Oh shit. No, this was really, really fun. I had a lot of fun. I actually just checked the time and I have to go anyway because I have an actual booking. I know y'all haven't heard about that in a while. Boom, roasting. Pandemic. Roasting. But no, this is really fun. Thank you. Have me back though. And I'm sorry.
Incredible.
Give it up for Roxy Hayes. Roxy, I'll be doing a little, at the very end of the show, I pop up everybody's pictures and show them where to tip them at. So if you're not going to be here, let me pop you up one more time.
Okay.
Tell people where to find you out because I honestly think you're super, super funny. I think you're.
Thank you. And I'm going to add all you guys for real. I really am sorry that I.
You already got me, bitch. You already got me. Facebook.
Oh, yeah. Follow me. It's all Roxy Hayes. TJ, I'll hit you up. But now
Instagram, Twitter, at Venmo, at Roxy Hayes with 2 X's. Please give her some money so she can fund her insults. I love her. She's so great. She's a wonderful creature. She's so good.
Needs to tune that ukulele.
Yeah, please. Take it from a failed contestant from The Voice. Like, learn. Learn how. I call you ho like I do my grandma. You know what I mean? She's
What?
We are going to move on to the man of the hour. I don't know if you guys saw this, but Kyle unfortunately couldn't be here tonight because we just had to get his agent. I don't know if you guys know him. Let's introduce more.
Incredible.
No.
What's up, kids? I got my Pinot Gris. I got my mango vape. Ready to get into you bitches. Hello, my name is Barry fucking Gilmore, and a man bun is a perfectly respectable haircut for an agent in Atlanta. In fact, I am Kyle's agent, and you know, the agent that none of you could get. I came here tonight to see exactly how he's been representing the agency since COVID. And after all of you guys, I have found that this whole thing is pathetic. Nick, you are a sick bastard for inviting this kind of virtual anal raping. And even though my client dominates each and every week, I'm still trying to get him out of it. So why am I here? Because the contract that Kyle signed with Nick Hawk is not nearly as loose as Nick's asshole. It's ironclad, just like Anna Barden's, what's that belt you put on a vagina to keep your virginity locked up? Chastity belt. Got it. All right, so let's dive in. I want to start out with one of these newbies that barely wronged me today. Roxy, I, as an agent, have a role for you. And it's in a film called Precious 2. I lost the weight, but kept the breast. Based on the novel Push, It Real Good by Salt and Pepper. Roxy Hayes is here tonight to haunt me and TJ's wet dreams, apparently. And she's also here to show Miles exactly how to succeed on the casting couch. TJ Evans, loving the facial hair, babe. Your neck beard really enhances your double chin. And it perfectly matches the hair on your head. So I could actually cast you as one of those paintings where if you flip it upside down, it's still the same face. Weird. Sick.
Pretty good.
TJ, I actually do have a real role for you in mind, and it's playing the mom that beats her kids with a wire hanger in the newest remake of Mommy Dearest. Damn it. Kyle warned me about this, and I still seem to be mixing up TJ and Hannah. Are you guys twins? Because twins are castable. If you're twins, tell me. I can get you some bookings. As many of you have pointed out, well, actually only a couple of us, but David is definitely Shrek. You both have terrible hygiene, you're scary to children, and you are Scottish as hell. You know what, buddy? If you don't mind showing a little leg in a kilt and playing those bagpipes I know you know how to play, I got a role for you in Braveheart 2. It's just the Renaissance Festival. See, Kyle, wherever you are on this dais tonight, I know he's watching, that self-absorbed little fuck. That's how you roast an actual British person. Nailed it, finally. Wes Corwin, if you ever want to reprise your role as a Geico caveman, give me a call. I'll reinstate you faster than a federal judge restoring the DACA program. Oh, yeah. Wes, you look like you smell like an onion, but much like Shrek and not like Nick, you actually have layers, so that's good. Nick's layers just go skin, semen, gums, because he ain't got no teeth. All right, Kyle. Kyle, what is this? Honestly, were you drunk when you accepted this offer to get roasted by a bunch of short bus socialites? Wait, is this like a Make-A-Wish thing that you didn't tell me about? I'm your agent. You got to keep me informed. Buddy, you were nominated for a nomination for a Golden Globe. Do better for yourself. Good God, Kyle Porter, where are you tonight, you Nancy little fruit bat? Kyle, what happened? Did you accidentally get cast in The Sixth Sense 2? Because I see dead careers. All of you. Moving on from that little weirdo. Hannah Howard, I just got a message from Hollywood, and it's for you. It says, Hannah, stop. Hollywood has less use for you than Texas does. Stop. That's not a telegram, by the way. They're actually just telling you to stop. Hannah's relationship with her husband is just like Donkey and Dragon, because we're all wondering how something so tiny can please something so large. Yeah, Kyle told me about you two. All right, Hannah Howard, Anthony Anderson's agent called me recently and said that they need you to stop stealing his everything. Shit, that one was for TJ. Seriously, can you guys get name tags? That would really help me out. All right, there is a scene in Shrek where Lord Farquaad gets pulled off of his horse and his leg and arm armor are still attached, revealing exactly how small he is to Princess Fiona. I bring this up because this is essentially the same thing that happens every time Miles takes off his pants on a first date. Don't worry, most of those dates aren't disappointed that you got a tiny tickler. They're disappointed because they thought they were on a date with Jane Lynch in a fat suit. And unlike Jane Lynch, but just like TJ and Roxy trying to catch a taxi in downtown Dallas, I have no vehicle for you, Miles. Anna Barden, your cat stroller is, if you guys haven't noticed on Facebook, Anna Barden has a stroller for her cat. Your cat stroller is the perfect example of the creepy to cute scale. I don't know if you're familiar with it. An example, if you're cute like Zooey Deschanel and you have like a cat stroller and a matching dress and mask, it's quirky and endearing. But if you're creepy like Zooey Deschanel in a Fiona the Ogre costume, which is Anna's everyday look, it's less endearing and more of a reason to cross the street. Anna, I told you what I told Fiona. Listen, I'll tell you what I told Fiona before she went out for the role in Shrek. I said, Fiona, baby, you can only be a monster half the time. And when you are, you better show some cleavage. Otherwise, there's literally no room for you on a movie set. Just revealed my other glasses. Nick is engaged to a man named Nick. And I'm pretty sure that every time he gives his fiance a blowjob, that counts as Nick cuckolding himself. I know I've been a cuck loads of times. So, well, you know what? At least Nick has a date set for his wedding. So that means his BJ skills just got a lot better for everyone else except his fiance. Nick's a greedy bitch and he's always looking to upgrade. Hustle. Recognizing hustle, son. All right. While we're on the subject, Kyle is actually making me update his blowjob ratings yet again. Kyle, you unoriginal bastard, find a new bit. I'm just going to dive in. He wrote this shit sometime this week and sent it to me. Miles is a lesbian, so Miles won't give head other than those 2 shitty blowjobs he gave in college and then decided, this ain't for me. David Parsons is down to clown. He wears a kilt specifically for easy access. These British jokes are getting easier and so natural for me. Anna Barden would be great at it, but I couldn't tell any of my friends. Anna, you're just like a PT Cruiser, fun to ride around in, but much bigger than a scooter. Wes, usually I go harder, well, usually Kyle goes harder on Wes than Nick wants to go in TJ's butthole. But tonight, I'm bumping you, Wes, to a solid 7. Your Unabomber beard today looks like it's going to tickle me in all the right places. Hannah is a 3 out of 10 because I've heard black dudes don't care about oral health and are afraid pubic hair is too close to floss. Shit, that was for TJ. I get what Kyle meant. Hashtag me too. BLMs matter, you guys. DJ, you don't get 2 kids without some help from that mouth. But be sure to keep your hair down because there's no way Clint can finish if he's making eye contact with you. God damn it. TJ and Hannah need to start a podcast together called Not All Fat Parents Look Alike. Roxy, the last time I got a BJ from a black girl, she got cast on the show Empire, and I got off in 3 minutes. I have no idea how she made me last that long, but I'm willing to try again. And that's how you adequately creep out a girl, TJ. You're welcome for the lesson. All right, and finally, Kyle. You know that little weirdo gives great head. How else do you think he booked a faith-based a Christian Christmas movie? Because honestly, the Catholic Church has its pockets. It has its hands in a lot of pockets, and all those pockets have holes cut in them. Ugh, that was so hard to get through, but I really liked the end of that joke, so I was like, fuck it, I'm going to stick this landing, and I think I broke an ankle on the way out. All right. Now on to this tiny little dictator. Lord Farquaad is 4'6", and he makes everyone call him Lord. He's 4'6", so no wonder he erected a giant tower to overcompensate. But here's my question. Donald Trump is 6'3" and has had many large towers erected. I think height's not what he's compensating for.
Oh,
His brain. Grow up, you guys. Just kidding, it's his little dick. Also, if Lord Farquaad's short ass can find a leading role in a film as big as Shrek, then there's hope for my client Kyle's career yet. One last thing about Lord Farquaad. Does anybody else notice that he is totally just Nick? You all see it, right? He invited all of us magical creatures here, and in the end, he just gets deep-throated by a dragon. If you aren't familiar, a dragon is what they call the head of the KKK, so...
Oh my God.
With that. And gun to my head, I'd say that's also how Wes got the job. Boom! Roasted. All right. I just wanted to leave with this. Nick originally for this week picked Rose from Titanic and then changed his mind last minute to Lord Farquaad. How do you feel about your decision, bud? Because Lord Farquaad is only in about 10 minutes of this movie, and Mike Myers has already done all of the best writing from this evening, so that was over before it started. Rose is in 3 hours of her movie, and she pulls some fuck shit the entire time. See, Nick, as an agent, I can tell you, you're obviously taking the road more traveled, and it shows on your face. It's getting worn out. So, good news. If they ever make a Dallas Buyers Club sequel, I'm giving you a call, kid. Now back to you, you sleazy douche.
Oh man, Barry Gilmore. I just want to let you know that even though Lord Farquaad was only in 10 minutes to the movie, he still found the time to fill those 10 minutes, unlike most of these comics. It's crazy. He still did it. He's up on time. It's crazy. Thank you guys for roasting me so hard. Honestly, I'm soaking in every minute because I really enjoy hanging out with you guys. I know I say it every week because I'm a Cancer. I'm emotional. I can't help it. But tonight, yes, only about halfway through. So the thing is, white people, we love pink Moscato. You know what I mean, TJ? You love pink Moscato.
Yes.
Love it. It's good. It's affordable. Sutter Home, $8.50 at the local Target. I just want to let you guys know that I wrote a lot because I understood the assignment. So we are gonna start. Thank you guys for roasting me so hard. This is gonna make this a lot easier for me. I'm not as drunk as I normally am, so it might not be as entertaining, but I swear it is comedy, Wes Corwin. First up, I want to talk about David Parsons is here, which is super confusing to me because I thought I asked my lawyers for him to be far, far away. But that's what I get for booking David as my lawyer as well. So. A little shitty. David Parsons, all my jokes tonight have to do with either DreamWorks movies or the movie Shrek, because I can follow a guideline. David Parsons reminds me of Shrek because he too can make children cry just on sight. And coupled with the smell of his flatulence. If David Parsons was a serial killer, he would be John Wayne Gacy. Crazy. Holland Tunnel down there, you know what I mean? Next up, we have Hannah Howard. Hey, Hannah. You're being a good mom tonight. Said no one ever. Hannah Howard's comedy is as disappointing as the DreamWorks movie Home. Whoever told Rihanna that she can act is a fucking liar, but it's probably the same person who told her she could sing live. And the same person who told Hannah she had a career in comedy. Puss in Boots is so spicy, don't you think? The only time I've seen a pussy that out of control was at Hannah's New Year's Eve party. Yeah. Clint, this one's for you. You better get her under control before I euthanize the bitch. Hannah Howard and Bananas, the half-breed dragon donkey baby from Shrek the Third, are the same person. I don't know what chemical imbalance happened in the womb, but something's not right. It's just not. Speaking of things happening to a child in the womb, we have Miles Francis here. Miles Francis looks like a Groods character that never made it past the storyboard. It's crazy because, like, what does he really have to offer? He can't even pick his knuckles off the ground. It's crazy. It's insane. Miles Francis is Prince Charming. Not to most women, but to me. Because just like in Shrek the Third, he has definitely done like some shitty murder mystery dinner theater. I know he has. It's definitely happened. I just want to let you know that Kyle or TJ, Kyle's wrong, TJ. I would totally fuck you. Because even sea creatures like Shamu need love too. That's sweet. I just said to put that in there. I'm sorry. I really love you. I'm not a sizist. DJ Evans reminds me of Donkey because he's a complete ass and completely desperate to do anything in comedy. Welcome. Welcome. TJ Evans' voice sounds like the giant gingerbread man 2, or you know what I mean, in Shrek 2. You know what I mean, the big one shot down. He's a little sassy with just a sprinkle of special needs. Super good. Makes for a good gingerbread man. It adds some spice. Speaking of special needs, Kyle Porter is here. I don't know how you got here. This is not the Special Olympics. Sir, stop drooling so excessively. Kyle Porter, I have the most jokes about you, so get ready. I'll get to it, but Kyle Porter is Puss in Boots. He too doesn't like to be disturbed when he's in a dimly lit room. Don't worry, ladies, he's just masturbating and using his tears as lubricant. Totally normal. Yep. This roast show is kind of like the movie Madagascar. In that, I mean, no one's seen it. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, we're just a bunch of wild animals trying to live harmoniously in a cage. I'm just kidding. The only person who owns a cage here is Kyle Porter, and he uses it for those sexual fantasies he plays out on Monday nights instead of coming to the Zoom rehearsal.
I made it.
Kyle Porter's eyes are just like the Farbucks coffee shops in Shrek 2. They are way too close together. You know what I mean? But he would make one hell of an Igor in Young Frankenstein just because of the scoliosis. This is another song too. Thank you, Miles, for being another Sean Truth. I also had the same idea. Maybe it's because my mind can only think of new things so much, you know? But I found it kind of interesting that Kyle left me a voicemail the other night. And he rewrote the words to the end of the Duloc Welcome song. It was actually pretty good, so I thought I'd share it with you guys. You made me teach a class, so rip my pants and fuck my ass, cause Nick Hawk is the perfect gay. You know? It's pretty good. You can add that to your resume.
Okay.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
I just want to let you know that Kyle, the chauffeur, and Kyle on the show make me feel the same type of way. I just want to hate the shit out of them. It'd be really fun for me. Roxy Hayes, you're not here, so like, it's here. I had a hard time writing about you anyways because I love you so much, because I secretly think I am a black girl on the inside too. I get it. Roxy Hayes' comedy and the movie Over the Hedge are very similar. We're all still trying to forget it exists. We're not just like, who is she? Roxy Hayes reminds me of the fairy godmother. That's why I gave it to her as her background. Because just like in Shrek 2, I expect to see her on a Rhino's Gentleman's Club billboard just as you enter town. Seems like she'd be at home there. I've got to be honest, Wes Corwin kind of scares me. I just keep waiting for him to attack me with his one-eyed monster. Just waiting. Give me that Cyclops, daddy. Wes Corwin has the sex appeal of the ugly stepsister, coupled with the boyish charm of Pinocchio. Because like most men, he lies all the time. Like when he says he likes Miles Francis. Just saying. It's not true. He's lying. You see it grow? Anna Barden, I love you. I just want to know that when I spelt your name, Anna Barden, it spelt Anna Barfin.
Mm-hmm. Same thing.
That might be what you do after the show, but Anna Barden gives me real Fiona energy. Because I'm sure she has a Sir Justin Timberlake poster above her bed she stirs her blood cauldron to. It's really cool. Shrek 2, you should watch it. Also, I don't know if you guys know this, but Anna Barden is newly in a dating situation. Okay? This has nothing to do with what you told me, by the way. Anna Barden, just so you know, Dev Wolf picks How to Train Your Dragon over Anna Barden. Because he would also prefer for her to be toothless. It just feels better. He thinks it'd be nice. I'm just letting you know. We're gonna talk about Wes for a second. We're gonna come back to you because Wes said that I don't write jokes. To that I say I piss on this misinformation. Because it turns out that you lame asses of shit couldn't even fill 10 minutes, okay? You know what I mean? It sounds like you guys ran out of creativity, not me. I just want to point that out. And Wes Corwin, none of us have seen The Invisible Man because we have a fucking life, okay? Fucking loser. I do. I love you so hard. Now we are going to move on to my Shrek jokes. But as you guys can see, viewers, chime down below in the comments. Go ahead. Tom, support me because I supported you even through your cancer. figure out a way to make me feel good about myself, because all my material tonight had to do with Shrek. So I mean, I think that I'm actually doing pretty good. I'm staying on assignment every week. Christmas, I think I hit all those. I'm pretty sure I hit all those. It's crazy. But you guys like do better because it's the last show. Do you want to end on disappointment? Do you want to? Just ask Anna's dad. Disappointing your parents is very crucial to your upbringing. The scariest thing about the Shrek films is that they heavily endorse Smash Mouth. It's real. They have a song on like every fucking album. It's ridiculous. I haven't seen Smash Mouth be featured so much other than the movie Rat Race. It's the only time. It's crazy. It's pretty ridiculous. Lord Farquaad, as you could have heard from other people tonight, is kind of my ideal man, being the tall string bean I am, you know? He's the perfect height to give me a blowy, so please call me. I don't care if it's long distance. Far, far away is not that far, far away, you know? Lord Farquaad reminds me of a child on Toddlers and Tiaras because his parents definitely dropped the ball on raising him. It's crazy. He is so entitled. It's ridiculous. It's as entitled as Wes Corwin is on going first in the show. He's just like, oh, I'm so good. Put me there. Last but not least, Lord Farquaad seems like the kind of little person that I would see on a wildly popular episode of Maury's entitled Little Man or Little Woman. Can't really tell. If you haven't looked those up, please go ahead onto YouTube and look up Is It a Man or a Woman on Maury. They will get you. TJ, you will get hard to a man and you won't even know it. It's insane. But they will still accept you more than Roxy Hayes did tonight. I'll tell you. It's crazy. Sexual harassment. We might endorse racism apparently on this show, but we don't endorse sexual harassment. Fuck you guys. I'm a good person. I never endorse any of those things. I'm over it. Facebook, let's just talk about it. This is the end of the 10th show and we only have one more left. I know. Feel free to cry down below. We have accomplished a lot in this time. I feel like a lot of us have grown in this time. I feel like I've solidified my like regular cast in this show. TJ, I consider you in that. David Parsons, I think that you are in there too. Other than tonight, you really delivered, David. Really good job. And so I already asked Roxy, but TJ and David, if you guys want to come back for the last week, I would love that. That would make me really happy. So is that a yes?
Yep.
TJ, thank you too. Yay, David. Yay. Okay. I just want to take a quick minute to shamelessly promote a new show that's coming out. You guys might not even know what it is, but it's Fruit Fly.
Ooh.
Wow. Oh my God.
You guys aren't ready. I'm just gonna let you guys know y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready, even though it's cut off. I really need to learn about centering things. The thing is me and this big old bag of shit right here. Is she on this side? She's on this side.
No, there's
Hannah Howard and myself, we will be starting a new show at 7:30 on Wednesdays? Question mark? I think the 16th is a Wednesday. You guys look it up. I may be wrong, but basically the whole concept of the show is we are going to have, we're going to sprinkle in some guests here and there, but it's going to be a show where we search the most Googled search topic from the day before, and we talk about it in our show. It's like a kind of daily show just to get you hip to what's going on in the world, like that we have a new president. Woo! I just want to let you guys know that Gretchen, she posted a picture the other day. Anna sent it to me where she wasn't wearing a mask still. So I don't want to talk about it again. I don't talk about it again. The problem, I don't understand how people aren't getting it. Also, she went to a some sort of a rave. She went to a rave situation where this was happening at because that's safe. Those. No one's getting COVID there. Fucking ridiculous. We're going to switch it back to my background, and we are going to wrap up this beautiful creature of a show. Lord Farquaad is an easily hateable character, but not as easily hateable as Hannah Howard. She is so easily hateable. Next week, guys, I'm going to be honest right now. I don't know how I feel about the person we picked. If this is the last show, I want us all to be creatively logged in. So I'm going to take a day to sit on it, like I do on my fiance's dick. Wow. Because I love just being satisfied by my own name. It's great. Bringing it up. I'm going to take a good swig for you guys. Also, that was weak. If you guys are into singing, apparently I'm garbage. But if you run the tape back from tonight, you'll still see that I was more in tune than Miles Francis, whatever his fucking name.
Wes Francis.
Yeah, whatever his name is.
Francis Davis.
I gave him that name because he's irrelevant to me now, you son of a bitch. I showed you titties, and this is what you do for me? I showed you fucking titties. I have a Christmas show that's streaming on my Facebook. It's called A Seasonal Serenade. It's a couple of great singers that are going to be singing Christmas songs, because I know in this time of year, everyone's having a hard time trying to find the positive in the year we just had. It is a challenge every day for every single one of us. But I wanted to spread some Christmas cheer and shred my vocal cords some more. So I decided to have a Christmas song concert kind of thing. So please watch so you can make fun of me on Facebook Live. I know Kyle will be there because he just loves my demise. Also, I want to be letting you guys know straight ahead of time, if you live in the Dallas area, I've already talked to a lot of comics on this show about this. I will be starting a monthly comedy show because I'm trying to move off the interwebs, bitch. Trying to be the new Mana. And so I'm having a new comedy show that's taking place once a month at United Performing Arts Center in Patago, Texas. It's like, it's in Arlington, but they're the fancy people that wanted to segregate and make their own town. So we will be doing a comedy show there. Me and Miles have hosted a burlesque show there before, and they really, really enjoyed us. So now this is an opportunity for us to move into a new venue, have everyone come. The way the shows are going to work is no one will come and watch, or people will come and watch the show live, but we'll also stream it on Facebook as well. We're going to have 2 different cameras so I can switch the view on from far away to up close on the side, just so it'll add a couple changes to what I've already created. Honestly, thank you guys for supporting what I do. It means a lot. I know we all make fun of it, and it hurts me sometimes, but I truly know that in all of your hearts, you can lie to me as much as you want, Wes Corwin, but I know in all of your hearts that you truly have a good time here. At least that's what I think. I'm delusional too. But I have a good time with you guys. I want to keep these shows going. I would like to say this right now before anybody gets off. Everybody who's on the panel who has done this the whole season, 11 shows, guys, 11 shows of us doing this and like connecting as people. It's been great. The Madagascar theme was really funny because it's true. We're all just a whole bunch of wild animals trying to figure out how to coincide with each other, which is a beautiful thing that I think this country needs to kind of see. God, I'm deep. But I would like to do this show once a month. If you guys are interested in putting some time away, once this is even done, just doing something once a month so we don't get burnt out. This is the concept of all of my comedy shows that I feel like has really worked out the best. It's been seamless. There's been no overlaps. So if you guys are in, we're going to go one at a time when I show all your pictures. You guys tell me if you're in or not. If you're not, guess what? I can easily replace you. It's not hard. But I would love to have you guys on, especially Anna and Hannah and Miles and Kyle, the people that have really started, and Wes, even though you skipped a show. I would really like to have that relationship keep building. I think that we all have things that we could learn from each other, and we've learned in this show from each other. So if you guys are in, tell me you're in. If you don't, I'll just take a big swig from my fucking glass, because you know what? I'm used to being disappointed. Beyonce. We're gonna come up with Kyle Porter first.
You put me on the spot, Nick. You know I gotta talk to Barry. You know I gotta
talk to Barry, but I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can work it in because I don't know when your next nomination of a nomination is gonna happen.
You're right. The Golden Globes only nominate for a nomination so often. So maybe, but I gotta talk to Barry.
Yeah, please talk to him. Lean back so I can read. Kyle Porter, please support him at Venmo at Kyle-Porter-16. He's very funny. He is a great person. I've loved getting to know you, honestly. Thanks, Trevor, for putting us together. Friend. Instagram at Kyle CM Porter. Please follow him. I'm gonna go to Wes last so he can actually get on the fucking screen. Go to TJ Evans next. TJ Evans, would you come back once a month?
No, of course, man. No,
son of a bitch.
Man. No, that would be a lot of fun. It's been great.
That wouldn't have been the first time that I was sexually by a black guy. It wouldn't have been. I just want to let you guys know TJ Evans is hysterical. Everyone's been hitting quarantine a little bit differently. TJ is finally getting back into comedy, which I think is necessary because he is very funny. He normally does a duo group with his cousin, who's also Prince, RJ Prince.
RJ Prince, yeah, we're not related though. That was really racist of you.
Oh, okay. Well, you referred to him as your cousin one time. I remember. I was drunk.
No, black people, we have a tendency for calling people our relatives when they're not.
Okay, cool. So you lied to me. Great.
I did.
Instagram at TJ_22 funny. Venmo at Tyrone. Evans-1. Please support him. He is a very funny comedian. We are going to move on to this easily cracked creature. You better get back here, Hannah Howard. Get back here. I'm gonna crack you open. Oh, she's there. Okay. Hannah Howard, she likes her eggs sunny side up because she's just so sunny disposition. That's why I'm doing a show with her. Please support Fruit Fly, Don't Bother Me. We are doing it together, and we asked Anna, but she said she was busy. So we couldn't.
You didn't?
Hannah Howard, Instagram at Miss Hannah Howard, Cash App at Dollars and Bitchin' Hannah if you want a tip. Just the tip, though. Just them. That's all she needs. Next up, we have this ugly stepsister, Miles France. Woo! Honestly, it's a spitting image. I gave you Prince Charming so you could feel better about yourself for once.
It was the ego boost I needed.
It was sweet. Honestly, I've enjoyed all of our situations together. I will take you to go see titties anytime, Miles Francis.
Honestly, I feel like I owe you for the titties, so I guess I have to say yes. It feels a little
even though some of those
awkward to come
titties,
back.
even though some of those titties were geriatric, it doesn't matter.
Hey man, I'm not an ageist.
Miles
like you probably
Francis, please, no, I love a good silver fox. Oh my God. Please support Miles Francis at Venmo, Twitter, Instagram at Mr. Most Days Off. He can't get a job to save his fucking life. It's ridiculous. Next up, I'm going to bring up Wes Corwin. Are you there? I think you are.
I'm here. I'm totally here.
Woo! Wes Corwin.
There.
Wes Corwin is one of, I know Miles says he doesn't look up to you anymore, Wes, but I still do. Wes Corwin is one, I don't know if you guys know this, but Wes Corwin, I went to an open mic at good old DCH, and I signed up, and I always check in with the person running the mic, who is like, well, how many people are ahead of me? And I did it in poor timing this one night. And it was right while he was like about to introduce someone else. Like they haven't even let somebody else go on stage. And I was like, Wes, when am I up? And he very shortly was like, you're in 4 people. And then he just, and it was like, really, he's a great person. His comedy, he deserves to win more things than Best Comic in Texas. I think he's very, very funny. Wes Corwin, will you come back for a monthly?
Yeah.
Yeah, Hannah, you didn't respond. Yeah. Hannah, will you come back, Miles?
I responded.
Oh, you did, Hannah?
Yeah.
Did you?
You didn't ask me.
Oh, okay, cool. You already heard. So
This
will
is
you
like
come
an
back?
Anna on the podcast situation.
She'll come back. She has nothing to do but disappoint her kids. So
It's true. I have nothing.
Twitter at West Cornfield, Venmo, at West-Corwin. Please go follow him. He is the funniest man at his house right now. So please go visit him. It's crazy. Next up, we already have this beautiful creature. Your green face tonight makes me even harder than your normal face. David Parsons. David Parsons, would you come back 1 week a month?
I would, absolutely, yes.
Oh, I just love that. Oh my God. I know you said you looked like my dad, but you are not disappointing me like you did. David Parsons, follow him at Twitter and Instagram at dparsonscomedy, Venmo at david-parsons./1. Jesus Christ, I can't talk anymore. Next up, we have the beautiful goddess herself, Anna Bard.
No.
Anna Barfin.
You made me scream the F word, and I'm not allowed to do that in the company I'm in right now.
The burning question, would you please come back for a 1 week monthly show for this?
Are you gonna pay me?
I feel like my friends have tipped you more than they've tipped me.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay, we'll call it even.
Okay, follow Anna Barden, Venmo, Instagram at Olive Barden, because she's so much more satisfying and she just loves an unlimited breadstick.
I can't have breadsticks, so.
I meant that as a euphemism. I meant that as a euphemism for Dev Wolf's dick.
Stop!
Just kidding.
I'm not coming back.
I'm just kidding. You're coming back. You're wonderful.
Nick, learn to close your mouth.
Dev Wolf, I'm sorry I disappointed you tonight. I'm happy you're watching. You got a good one.
Oh my God. I'm leaving the chat.
I love you so much. Welcome to the end of the show. We're wrapping it up. This has been a wondrous, beautiful occasion. I lost a friend tonight. Bye, Anna. But it's all in good fun. You guys have a wonderful night. Comedians, I'm going to follow you and send you messages all over the interwebs, so get ready for it. You guys have a wonderful night, and please go watch Shrek, not the 3rd or the 4th. Jesus Christ, do yourself a favor. I love you guys.